about now? Okay. Ta-da. Okay, my presentation is going to be different for a couple reasons. One, I'm going to be keeping time myself. Two, I'm going to be speaking in English, as you've all noticed. Slicha ima. And I guess third, I'm going to be honoring the idea of Pachacucha, but not 20 slides. I'm going to do mine all live on the computer, and I'll explain why. I make interactive music, and interactive music is meant to be played. It's not meant to be watched on a screen. It's meant to be interacted with. Actually, what I'm doing now is not even right. It's meant for you to interact with. I make music for the listeners to play. And they're supposed to perform, and it's supposed to be improvisatory, and it's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be personal and different every time. And that's why I make interactive music. So I'm a musician, and I'm a programmer. And I got started by playing jazz piano. And I studied at UC Berkeley, and I sort of stumbled upon this little known research center called the Center for New Music and Audio Technologies. And it opened my eyes to a different way of making music, where composers wrote software, wrote code that made their songs, where computers were live on stage with the live musicians realizing the music. So I'm going to play a few songs that I've composed for the web browser in front of you all, and all of these songs are live, and you can go visit these web pages. This one is at jazz.computer, and that is a real URL. So the idea is that the song is in your hands. It will not change until you change it. So it's just going to stay like this until I start to scroll. So I'm going to scroll up. Now the keyboard's in. I'm going to keep scrolling. Now the bass comes in. If I scroll all the way to the top, the drums come in. You're in control of everything. The lyrics, the chords, the tempo. If I scroll all the way down, it's going to get much slower. All the chords change, the lyrics change. And if I keep scrolling around, keep improvising over this song, eventually I'll transition to this next part. So this is all supposed to imitate sort of Facebook or Twitter or some of these feeds that we sort of scroll through mindlessly, but instead of mindless scrolling, you're actively creating something. All right, next one. Okay, this is a project that I worked on with some very, very intelligent people at Google. And they have incredible machine learning researchers. And we applied some of their artificial intelligence and machine learning to make music. So this looks like an ordinary piano, but if I play a few notes, an artificial intelligence will respond to anything that I play. Oops. Okay. So what's interesting is not that it plays anything revolutionary or incredible, but that I'm having a musical interaction with an artificial intelligence. And it's able to pick up on things like the key and the rhythm and the style that I'm playing. So if I played something totally different, or just gave it a bunch of notes, it's going to respond to me musically. And if I played really slowly, okay, more or less. Okay, I want to show you another project that I worked on at Google also recently. This one uses machine learning to organize sounds. So what you're looking at is over 15,000 sounds, and these are just common sounds like an ambulance or animals or, I don't know, 15,000 other things. And if you've ever worked with a ton of sounds, you know that it's very difficult to organize and to listen through all of the sounds to find the exact one that you're looking for. So this sorts sounds by their similarity. So all of these are kind of like, I don't know, woofy down here. Maybe some plinky sounds, woody, glassy sounds. And what's more is that you have these little neighborhoods of similar sounds, and you can make beats with them. I think that's over here, yeah. And I can filter, so I only want water sounds. Now I only got water sounds. Or human sounds. These are fun. So why do I make interactive music? Thank you. So before recordings, all music was live. There was no way to capture the moment. Everything was ephemeral. It was unique to the people who were there. It was different every time. It was personal. And I'm trying to use technology to regain some of that and make music which is personal and unique and hopefully meaningful through that. Thank you.